I don't normally ever do this, but I've thought about keeping a sort of chain of videos, I guess, to sort of explain where I'm at in life. The last year has been tough. There's been a lot about the world that I keep up with online. You know, the advancement of technology and the direction that it's all headed. What that means for me. And what I can do about it, I guess, have been the really big questions that I've been grappling with, seemingly just on my own. At least I thought, I guess. I'm doing this on a really weird day, specifically. I don't have too many ones like this. But I've been very reflective, I guess, about everything. Right now I'm a senior engineering student, about halfway through my last year. And to me, it's becoming more and more obvious that everything that we're doing right now is pointless as students. That we are being trained for skills and for a world that isn't the one that we are growing into. I see my university as stagnant, really most others. Maybe not for fault of their own, but because how do you really answer a question like, how do you keep a university important when these companies create AI that can ace every exam that we're taking, you know, and have all the right knowledge in its head, in its algorithm? But we're trending towards a future where the technology gets so good and so consistent and so much more capable than what humans are typically capable of, which we're already seeing today with I forget if it's GPT 5.1 that helps solve a ton of math problems that have been unsolved for decades. And that alone wipes out the entirety of the mathematics career, right? So there's some pretty important things going on that haven't directly affected me yet. I am worried that they will. And it really is a worry because while my mind, I guess, tells me that it makes perfect sense that I am rethinking my criteria for success at being at a university as being independent from the ones that they define. It's hard to feel like what you're doing is true. When you have everybody in the world telling you to care about what's right in front of you, when what's right in front of you that's being pointed out is put there by man. You know, somebody else who doesn't know. The future, you know. It's been oddly strengthening in my faith that now that I see the world as something that could change so dramatically, that there is one thing that I need to trust. Not only from like a spiritual origin, but also from a purely survival perspective. Because as soon as what used to be my sources of identification, or what I used to sort of be, was a good student and was somebody who would do the work that was put in front of them. And for the first time, I'm starting to think that I'm not supposed to do that. And while everybody keeps telling me to look at the page that's going to be put on my desk at 7 p.m. tonight, when they tell me to look at what's right in front of me, I do. But it just doesn't align with the definition of success that everyone else in the world has learned to define themselves through, or been forced to, left with no choice. think that's it. I just wanted to log a very confusing and frustrating and yeah, whatever else I'm feeling right now, because it's very scary to go against what everybody else says when it feels like you are right, you know? Because you keep up with trends online more than others. You follow people on social media that are saying things that matter right now. Because I don't think very many people are. Very few people keep up with the details. I just want more to. I want more people to see the world for what it is. I just don't know how. I guess I do have ideas, though. From an individual level, I guess. Personal level. I think right now is probably the most important time to believe in a God. Learn about how small the world is. How powerful he is. And that is deserving of our trust in him. But I wake up some days after having felt confident in what I'm doing. And I'm just terrified that maybe I'm doing this wrong. That maybe I shouldn't even be trying to make a difference. That I'm just crazy. But it's been incredibly helpful, I guess, having theorized all that AI could be, keeping up with what's going on today, and the news that is now starting to align with the concerns and motivations that started my journey in the first place. It makes me feel a bit less crazy. I have a strong feeling in a few months' time I'll feel even less crazy. But right now, you just feel like you're from a different world. Like everybody else is just slipping by. And you really don't want them to.